All right, gang, legit, this is one of my very favorite Jewish words. Greeting seeker, today's Jewish word is, yes, one of my favorites, Shabbat. Shabbat is what we call the seventh day of the week. The English word for this is Sabbath, which is directly taken from the Hebrew word Shabbat. This is one of the first great gifts that God gave us. God created the world in 6 days, and on the seventh day, God said, you know what? That's enough, and I'm going to take a rest. We learned from this, even God takes a day off, and we're created in the image of God, so how should we imitate God? We should take a rest every 7 days for a whole day, from just before sundown on Friday to just after sundown on Saturday, at which point we do Havdalah. Shabbat is our weekly day of rest. What does rest mean? It means not engaging in creative activity or destructive activity, but just enjoying the world the way it is. Take a nap, go to shul and learn something. You might learn the Parsha, but for the most part, take it easy. Pro tip, you want permission to shut your phone off and not answer emails or texts for 25 hours? Tell people you're Jewish. You'd be like, can't answer the phone, I'm Jewish, it's Shabbat. Love to, but what are you gonna do? This is one of the original gifts that God gave to the Jewish people, and one of the great gifts that the Jewish people gave to the world. And it not only celebrates the creation of the world, it also celebrates freedom. When we were slaves in Egypt, we didn't have a Shabbat. We worked 7 days a week. So as soon as we got out of there, one of the first things we brought back was Shabbat. And that's why every Shabbat during Kiddush, we mention both the creation of the world, but also leaving Egypt, because a free people gets a day off, and so should you. And the proper greeting during Shabbat is Shabbat Shalom. In fact, some people start saying this on Thursday. Like if you're not going to see somebody until after Shabbat, you say Shabbat Shalom, even though it's like late Wednesday or Thursday, because we're taught to remember Shabbat at all times. So we should be thinking about Shabbat even on Wednesday. And I'll tell you, some Wednesdays, I'm really thinking about Shabbat. It's a Jewish day off. It's a time to rest. It's a time to reconnect with family and friends. And that is why Shabbat is a nice Jewish word.